Leave your comments on the Ask Reddit sub, and I'll read your answers on the next episode of LWIAR 2. What if you suddenly feel a touch on the shoulder following with the words, "Are you sleeping during my class?" Quote, you open your eyes and you're at your 7th grade math class. All of the life leading up to this point was just a dream and you were a 7th grader. What are your thoughts? Round 2. Time to see what effort gets me. Everyone looks back to their past if regrets and think only if I had started then. If only I had made better decisions and chosen better experiences. Thing is, there is a future you who is going to look back right now and say the same thing. Now is your chance. Now is the time to start that thing you always wanted to start. To make better decisions and to choose better experiences. You can start right now. And I believe that you can do it. Upvote sadly. Reluctantly upvotes while continuing sad existence. Are you the one that calm or whores pray to? Yes, it is me. Praise you then. Now go forth and receive that karma, my son. Ah crap, here we go again. But this is my moment, he thought with a sigh, a chance. And a second endeavor to try. I don't have to choose all the paths that I chose. Tomorrow's unwritten. Who knows where it goes? A bleak little future was waiting ahead, but now it's departed forever. He said, the bonds and the burdens, the doubts and the debt, I'll leave them behind for their mind to forget. How truly delightful. He spoke with a smile, he sat in his chair and he thought for a while. He pondered his dream in the silence and then, he whispered, quote, ... or maybe I'll do it again. Exactly what I was thinking. Really, I'm more like thank God, and then start hitting the books hard. After 26 years, I finally understand how to do that math. I can get an A now. Just like how people learn how to do a job while on the job better than in training because of necessity, people also learn other things better like math when it's required of them for success. Math wasn't always a necessity in my life, but little by little it creeps in and you really have to know that crap, especially once you start looking at interest rates on things that affect your everyday life. Edit. Thank you stabby_Joe for correcting my improper use of effect. Now I can finally get good grades. I used to tell that to myself every summer. I remember how the first few pages of my notebooks were always so neat and tidy the first week or so, only to deteriorate into a mess of scribbles and scratches after a couple of weeks. Same here. E equals MC cubed *, which reminds me, in a parallel world is C equals MC Hawking. Accidentally discovers FTL travel. And then you get online and check your knowledge and turns out you are right. So you check your knowledge on things like mergers, or businesses going tits up, or Google making it big. And as these things happen you realize you have been given the chance of a lifetime. Plot twist, every is true except Bitcoin. Oh well, I lose a couple grand then. First guy to actually use Bitcoin paid 10,000 BTC for a pizza. Looking around, deep breath, frick. Yeah, I do not want a do-over. It was difficult enough the first time around, but I'm really happy where I am now, and who's to say that I'll ever get back here if I do it all again. Just thinking about this question too much makes me feel unbearably sad. In a good way though, because it makes me realize how much I appreciate my life now. The only good thing to come from this scenario would be that at some points of my life I've found it really hard to cope with change, including in my actual equivalent of 7th grade, when I'd recently moved to a different school from all my old friends. Had the same when moving across the country to a city where I knew no one. In both cases I was in a deep depression that lasted a year or more and didn't think I'd ever feel happy again. If I woke up from this dream I'd know it was possible to come out the other side of that. Even if it was only theoretically, which might make it a little easier. Love interests are the reason which makes me fear such scenario ever happening. It's a cruel twist, couldn't get 13-year-old girls to like me when I was 13. Now I get a second chance and I'm not attracted to them anymore. That is a very interesting point you made there. You are right. Does it mean my friend which always was into older women while being a kid could have relived this scenario? Now that you're no longer interested, they'll be falling all over you. Because, confident. Mostly, just not caring that much. I'd miss my wife, immediately. My wife went to my middle school actually, but I wasn't friends with her and I doubt she even knew who I was at that point. It would be really hard to resist running up to her and saying, I'm from the future and we're married and I know you have a mole on your underscore or whatever. I used to have a dream when I was in my early 20s. In it, I have met a girl and we dated for some time. After waking up I was heartbroken and spent days searching for her everywhere. However, did not find anything. Now I don't even remember how did she look, only that her hair was brown. Sometimes I see a girl with brown hair walking by and I get a feeling that I met her somewhere. Then I wonder, is she the one? That would freak me up. Holy crap. Thank God I don't remember dreams very often. Edit. Holy crap guys. I posted this waiting for a plane. I landed to 2.5k likes. First 1k plus post ever and it's about my delicate heart. I have had some dreams with girls I know in novel situations which give me pause for about 10 minutes after I wake up, but not a where did the love of my life go type feelings. Yeah, I'll have some crazy dreams. I lost my wife and kids. Can I find her and meet her sooner? How bad would it mess you up if you find her, meet her, and when your first child comes, they aren't anything like your original first child? Girl, now a boy, totally different face, personality, etc. I suspect this is just the beginning of the rabbit hole, haha Reddit. So apparently there's this movie called About Time. I shall make it a point to watch even though some of you guys didn't sell it too much. Made me cry so hard. Quote, haha, it sounds good even if it turns into a tearjerker. Watch About Time. They touch on this. If she actually exists then all is possible. Never get the kids back though. I mean, if the timing of when you had sex is one teeny tiny bit different. A different sperm cell fertilizes the egg, if at all, or if that egg, edit, for the love of God. I don't need another comment telling me about Time. I get it. It's like this apparently. Yeah, this is the horrible part. You can perhaps get together with your wife again even if the dual sets of memories will trip you up, but your kids are gone forever. This is heartbreaking. You could have other kids, but it wouldn't be the ones you remember. I would run home and hug my mom. I would make better choices in my life during school and just try to appreciate the freedom you have as a teen, young adult. I would also do exactly as my mom always told me and stop trying to grow up too fast. I would make more time to laugh and be in the moment and to remember that hard times don't last too long in most cases, and tell people how much I love and or appreciate them. This made me cry a little. Man, that was one long dream. Is it a much needed restart, or is it an inconvenience for you? None of the above really. Just oh well, I'm just gonna race through all of this. I'm definitely going to ask Mr. Myers about his experiences as an infantryman in WW2. Have a seat, son. It all began on the USS Callister. So I tied an onion to my belt, which was the style at the time. Now, to take the ferry only cost a nickel. And in those days, nickels had pictures of bumblebees on them. Give me 5 bees for a quarter, you'd say. Depends if you vividly keep your memories or they start fading away like dreams eventually do. Yeah, no kidding. You'd have all these stories of your dream life that you couldn't bring up in conversation because people would think you were weird and you'd probably get accused of being a compulsive liar. Maybe forgetting them would be for the best, but then you gain nothing from them. The concept of just forgetting your entire life is existentially terrifying to me. It would be bittersweet. I'd spend more time with my dad. For starters, tell him I love him more than I did when I had a chance and never miss a Father's Day fishing trip. Even if I hated fishing, I'd start going to a doctor to help me with my pain symptoms much earlier and wouldn't accept cop-out answers. I'd have stayed in public school instead of going to online homeschooling, and after graduation, immediately enrolled into community college classes, joined more clubs to build more social connections, and worked towards getting a job in human resources at our hospital. Also, I'd make better choices in the romance department. This is the type of answers which I was looking for. Thank you. We may not be able to have a restart of our own lives. However, we can learn from mistakes that were already made by others. Relive life in other person's shoes. Learning from mistakes and successes. First thought is they are all still alive and I can hug them. 3 siblings and both parents. Second thought is I can live it different this time now that I know what matters in life. Edit. Thanks for all the love. I want to respond to everyone but hard to keep up. So hugs to all who sent them or will accept them. When did you lose your family? This is some sad crap, man. Lost one brother to suicide. He was 17. That was 28 years ago. Lost my dad to cancer 18 years ago. Lost a sister, 50, to a brain aneurysm 12 years ago. Lost my mom to cancer in May. And lost another brother, 44, to suicide in June. I also lost a sister when I was 5 to a rare blood disorder. She was 21. From a family of 9 kids. You get used to loss over time. Pretty aware of my mortality right now, just soaking in as much as I can and enjoying it. Losing my brother really gave me a restless spirit. Having a lot of firsts lately. I hope you make the most and enjoy your life to the fullest with your loved ones. Stay strong, brother. Hold on, I'm British. Why am I in an American school? Yeah, British schools don't have PvP enabled. Were you in the 7th grade pre-1775? We don't call them grades in England. We call them years 1 through to 11. Edit. Just England, not the whole UK. Am I able to play flute like Jean-Luc Picard? I'll feel very sad and miss my son and wife very much. And my garden. And all my weed. Frick me. My life is pretty good right now. Hey, awesome. You're an alternate me from the universe where I have loads of weed. I've often wondered, what's it like to have loads of weed? It's like having a little bit of weed but multiplied many times. Immediately forget what I was dreaming about. No. Mr. Teacher, I was just resting my eyes and listening. I'd kill myself. I hated school so much. You couldn't pay me enough money to do that again. I'm so much happier outside of the toxicity of a small-town high school. Being an adult is just so much easier than that bullcrap. I have a good job. Work from home. Have my own apartment. Lots of free time to play games and chill with friends. A little dog that I love. Just looking for a partner now. Of course I have regrets, but those mistakes are what have made me who I am and given me the life I have now. Hee penis. 7th grade me probably. Frick yeah, I get to hug my childhood dog again. Wow, let's prevent my depression by not getting into a relationship. Or, hey, did you know the Amazon has been burning for 20 days in August 2019? Or actually, Bitcoin investing time. I would be thoroughly pissed off. You mean to tell me I had a freaking dream about undergraduate and graduate school? I don't have any accomplishments. Still in this overpopulated school. I am still struggling. I weighed only 90 pounds, looked hella anorexic with acne. Oh hell no. Write Harry Potter before JK can finish it. And not kill Fred off. Edit. Thanks for the Silver Stranger. My first. I miss my daughter. How do you know I'm in 7th grade? I'm on FBI watch list. To those of you saying, thank God, now I get a second chance to actually try. Quote, think of right now as your second chance. Pretend you're 85 years old. Tired and worn out. You lived uneventfully and without passion. Never pursuing your dreams. You wish you could just go back in time. To when you were younger. To really get the most out of life. You just woke up, right now, looking at Reddit, at your current age. Now's your second chance. Do something with it. Thanks for watching LWIAR 2. The best of all time r/AskReddit submissions and comments. If you like this video, check out the original LWIAR channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe.